What are your thoughts on the Switch 2 key cartridge? Does this mean you can't share it with a friend or sell it to a company like GS? If not, doesn't that make them easier to pirate?
It apparently is that. So once you consume the key in the cartridge, it's dead. As far as I can understand. So the thing that's really weird about this is once you consume that key, as far as I know, it doesn't work anymore, as far as I've heard. So like, when you use it, it doesn't work anymore. But what if I then take that cartridge and sell it at GameStop? Do they have to check to see if the code works? Like, how does this work? Because the code was already consumed. You thought the key was transferable? How do you transfer the key? How does this work? Like, this is just a big, like, does it on-off the game from your system? Or is it unsellable? Do I have an unsellable physical good? Nintendo doesn't want you reselling their games? Nintendo can eat my entire ass then. If that's a physical item in my hand, I should be able to resell that shit. It's a physical item. That's why I buy a physical item. If I want a digital one, I'm not going to resell digital. If I want a physical item, I'm buying a physical item. Okay, let's see. Insert the game card into the system, download the game. The game itself isn't on the game card, so you have to download it before you can play. When you insert the game card, further instructions will be displayed on the home menu. Please follow those instructions. Please note, to download the game, you must have enough free space on your Switch 2. Once the game is downloaded, you're ready to play. An internet connection is only required when you launch the game for the first time. After this, the game can be started even without internet connection. However, like regular physical software, the game key must... Oh, okay, you can resell it. Okay, so this is fine. Yeah, there's not a problem. There is a hardware key in the cartridge, and you have to have the cartridge inserted to play the game. So every time you start the game, you need to have the cartridge in order to play that game. This is fine then. I don't have any problems with this. It's just physical DRM. I don't give a shit then. People will crack it though, most likely. The moment somebody cracks this, Nintendo's going to have a big problem. Can you explain how it's resellable? Sure. So if I have a cartridge, I put it in, I download the game. The game cannot be played unless I have the cartridge in. So if we don't have a cartridge inserted, the game cannot be played even though it's been downloaded. If we do have a cartridge inserted, then we can play the game. And that's that. And all I have to do is resell the cartridge, and since I don't have it anymore, I can't play the game without it. Ta-da. Yeah, the cartridge is a key to play the downloaded game. And if you don't have it inserted, you can't play the download. If someone cracks it when Nintendo just bricked their Switch, that's probably why they've put in their TOS that they can brick your Switch remotely, because they think someone's going to crack it immediately, which they will. However, when somebody cracks this immediately, you know what they're going to do? So what you're going to see, I feel like it's going to go this way. Someone's going to find out how the cartridge works. They're going to crack that so it's no longer required. Then they're going to find out how to sideload games onto the console without using Nintendo for that download. Then they're going to find out how to make it so that the console itself no longer phones home. The moment those three things happen, GG, it's over. That's a couple of hurdles for the cracking community, but they will do this. They will find a way to do this. Cloning the cartridge likely won't work because my guess is this has a key in it, and that key is probably on a list over on Nintendo's side, and they have a set of keys that will work simultaneously. And if they have the same key, it will go, oh, wait, you did some shit. I'm saying less than a year. Like, the cracking community is usually quite good about things, but Nintendo has pissed people off. And because Nintendo has pissed people off, the cracking community is now ravenous to do this. And when you have like a community of people that are good at this, but now they want to do it, right? It gives them incentive. It does. You've given them a puzzle to solve, and you've made them mad. How many mistaken brickings? That's the thing I'm most interested in, is how many false positives happen from this. How often is Nintendo going to brick a system and it's a false positive and you're going to have to return it? Can you just reinstall software if they're going to brick it? Nobody knows yet. We're all kind of waiting to find out what bricking it even means. I think that's the thing, is we need to find out what Nintendo does in terms of bricking. Like, do they upload bad firmware to it? Do they firmware brick it? I don't know, but we'll find out. Here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, the moment you hand the user the hardware, all bets are off. All bets are off when the user gets the hardware. Nintendo cannot stop the community from cracking this stuff. They will try, but they will be unable to do so. Eventually, that wall will fall.